part of the Davidsons ethos. They want a legacy for good design. Ultimately, everyone wants to be proud of what we build. So everything I do really is working off that basic brief. So what I often say is the house belongs to the street, because actually it's how the houses are formulated on that street which makes that streetscape and makes it more interesting. I'm designing a place ultimately that people want to live in. When it's finished, you get a sense of community when you walk on there, because you see people chatting at their doorstep, and maybe somebody may be walking their dog, but they're chatting to somebody in number 6 or something like that, and you just get a sense that it's worked. You know, I look at it, and if it makes me smile, I know we've done a good job. When you're looking at a new site and you'll go and do the character study of the local village, I take loads of pictures, stick them on my wall in my office, so you immerse yourself in that site. Quite often villages are built up of different housing types, Georgian, Victorian. You might have a church, pubs, people drive through and I go, oh, this is nice, I'd love to live here. So what I do is take the essence of that and apply that to a new development. You're trying to design something that looks like it's evolved already, but it's actually new. It's the detailing that we use is different from everybody else's. We obviously try and mix that up to actually reflect the local characteristics of the area, creating those sort of inspirational street scenes that people recognise Davidsons for. We're building people's homes, we're building communities. Stathern is a Leicestershire village. It's a site of 74 units, 2-bed houses ranging up to 5-bedroom houses. We've been to so many different meetings with the parish council, show them all the designs. We've been through all the materials we're going to use. They actually want something that's going to fit into their community. The shape of the site is linear. If you look around any village, ironically, these things normally seem to turn out really quite well when people build things randomly. So we've really tried to take the essence of that and lay that into the sort of the structure. So it's quite organic, set around this sort of linear road, really. The first thing that would really capture your eyes is a sort of large detached house. But actually on the right hand side of that, you've got a really quite tight knit street scene which is sort of leading you around the corner. And as that leads around the corner, it leads into this sort of first nucleus of open space that we've got with some existing trees. And because we've got the existing trees, it gives a real opportunity to then sort of set the houses around that space before the road goes off again. If you go around Stathern itself, there's a use of a lot of pan tiles there, particularly red pan tiles. So we've really worked to ensure that those things are in there. I think what we've done at Stathern will really create that sort of community feel. It's very, very walkable into the village. You know, you've got shops and pubs within the village, and people are going to feel part of that village, which I think is the greatest thing we can do. It's as much about the inside as it is about the outside. There's a few key features, which is basically to make them as open plan as possible, but still have retained spaces where people can go, snugs, sitting rooms, studies. There's been a lot of research done in regards to light and how people feel. So quite often the back of the house, we've actually opened the house up and we've got what I call 3-phase living. You've got the kitchen, a living space and a dining space together. We'll very often put on a fully glazed pod. Now this actually soaks the room in light, which is fantastic. And we've really built on that, how spaces work and how families work together. And you'll see that through our entire range of houses now. As a new village, you know, you've got a responsibility there to the people who are going to live there, that you're going to build that community for them. You know, they're going to feel like it's home. And I'm really looking forward to it happening. So I'm going to enjoy going back and sort of revisiting it over the next 5 to 10 years.